Всем привет! И сейчас будет что-то необычное для нашего канала. What's up, YouTube? This is Greg from Team Sundown, Russia, and since a few of the subscribers on the YouTube channel have requested that I do subtitles to my videos in English, I decided to do the next best thing, which is do a whole video review in English. Hopefully this will give something to watch for the English-speaking audience that we have on the channel. So that and the fact that I'm too lazy to do subtitles. Sorry about that. Anyways, for the topic of discussion today, I decided to choose this fairly inexpensive subwoofer. And this is made by Alphard Audio, which some of you may know is now coming to the US as a brand. It's initially a brand from Eastern Europe, which now has mostly Russian financing, development, and so on and so forth. It's huge in Russia, cannot deny that. They're doing all sorts of projects, they're putting out new products, they're doing a lot of development, they are heavily involved in competition, all sorts of demo rides. So naturally, we also work with them, and well, here's my review of the, I guess, the lowest level sub that they currently produce, and this just came out. What this is a 10-inch, obviously. It is the Machete line, you know, shout out to whoever, and I'm not sure, it doesn't look like a Machete, so anyways, so it's a 10-inch 250 watt MS sub. It retails in Russia for around $50 US. I don't know if they plan on bringing it to the States in this specific way. I know they have the bigger Death Bond subs over there, as I think Exo's channel had a review of those, and a few other people have done them. And as you can, I don't know if you can see this on camera, but I'm using 318 sub and a couple of amps as my makeshift table here. So anyways, getting back to the meat of this, it's a nice little sub. It's you know, well vented, bumped back plate, I guess, so the coil doesn't smack the back plate on the P2P excursion. It's actually fairly capable in terms of Xmax. So I had this thing playing earlier in one of the videos on 2-channel 500 watt amp, and it got down pretty nicely. You know, no physical damage, and it was moving quite well. The official specs rated at about 15 millimeters of one-way linear Xmax, which is just a tad over half an inch one-way, so you know, over an inch P2P is pretty good. You know, it has a nice soft foam surround. I'm not too thrilled about the plastic cone. It's well, it's a plastic cone with a metal type finish. You know, a lot of companies use these. You know, I'm more of a, you know, pressed paper kind of guy, but you know, I guess it helps save costs. So I don't see it being an issue. You know, on these power levels. Like I said, it's 250 watt MS. It has a decent sized spider. You know, for the size. Obviously it should, but the exertion capability it has. The motor looks fairly well balanced. I mean, on the 10, this looks great. I have a 15-inch here, which I'll open up in a minute, and we'll see how that looks with that smaller motor. It is a 2-inch coil sub, but you know, it's D2 impedance. The only thing I could really find wrong with this, I mean, like the push terminals, the way they're mounted on these, I guess, I don't know, on the basket, you know, you could probably break them off really easily, because like when I press on it, you know, so it bends back and forth, so that's not super great. But that's just about the only drawback that this has for the money. And fact is, well, floating leads, you know, some people like them, some people don't. Again, on this level, you know, not a big issue. So there you have it. That's the English language review. It's not as long as some of my other videos. Not much I can say about this right now because it just came out. We haven't really tested it yet and don't have any like SPL figures or some stuff like that. I'd be curious to see how much real work power it could take, and here goes my accent. But let's see the 15. Hopefully they have a booklet in there that has the specs and all. Nicely boxed too. Okay, so here's the manual for these. Let's see if we can find anything particular. And to be noted, this is in Russian, so I'm not sure how that's going to cross over to the US. Okay, we have some specs here. So 15 millimeters of X-Max. FS is 35 Hertz. Nice QDS figures. So decent sub. So I'm liking these specs here. Anyways, there you have it. The Alphard Audio Machete MS10 M15. Let me get that out of the way and show that to you. Let's see. Yeah, here we go. Oh, 15 is looking sexy. At least from the front, not so much from back, but from the front, at least like it looks like a capable sub. The ceramic material is different here. See, this is the thing. Guys, you may note that the 15 uses totally different surround than the 10, and that's I think that's the first time I've ever encountered that, where between two sizes of subs and of the same model, the surround is different. And I'm assuming it has something to do with making the excursion linear, because when you have high levels of excursion on that small motor, you'll probably encounter some coil rock or whatnot. So maybe the stiffer surround helps. Maybe it also helps with let's see. Let me see. I kind of like to think that, I know a thing or two about subwoofer design. So sometimes I have some theories that I'll throw out. Yeah. So, this, from the looks of it, I'd say the stiffer surround helps with lowering the equivalent volume requirements for the sub. It's a little stiffer, but the QTS obviously rises up to where this is more of a sealed sub. I'd still try it, in a port enclosure, but right now it looks like more of a sealed sub, or maybe you can probably run it, like a Freya subwoofer type deal, trunk mounted stuff. Okay, so that's it. MS15. MS10, almost said MS13, but that'd be a no-no. We don't want that. So, guys, let me know. Should I do more reviews like this? What do you want me to talk about? And I'm obviously speaking to, the English-speaking audience. I can talk about subs, I can talk about Russia, I can talk about car audio in Russia. So if you feel like you need that insight from me, I'll be happy to do it. And sorry, not doing any subtitles yet. I gotta get a better camera, mic, stuff like that, lights, before that ever happens. I'm not like a professional blogger or anything like that. So, this is just stuff I do when I'm in the office, when I have maybe an extra 20-40 minutes. I'm not gonna spend half a day filming, shooting, then doing the edits for another 3 days just to have a video. But that being said, I do enjoy it, time to time. So if you want me to be more of an input, let me know what other products you'd like me to review. And you know, this you know, decent stuff, decent stuff. Hopefully these make it to the States so you guys get to play with them, and you know, I'd love to hear some reviews from somebody else. But you know, these are good to go. So sundownaudio.ru. This is Greg. You know, subscribe to the YouTube channel and give me some feedback on this. Thanks.